The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics?
And the answer to that question, ladies and gentlemen, is hell yes. What's going on, everybody? Applerski here, and the day has finally come where I get to finally talk officially about Wolverine by Insomniac, and man, oh man, it did deliver. I can't stress that enough, and I'm going to be full disclosure. I watched a lot of leaked footage for this game, and I'll tell you right now, this is basically the same game that I've watched the leaked footage of. However, it is 100% what we should expect visually, audio. I mean, look at Omega Red here. Look at this character model. I mean, that they have gone above and beyond, and I am so happy with this product. And we haven't even actually seen the gameplay loop yet, right? But the character models, everything about it is just, you can tell Insomniac did it, but at the same time, it's just so inspired by the Wolverine Origins game. Look at Mystique right there. It looks wonderful, right? They did it right, and I mean, I'm almost at a loss for words. It's hard to even do this video.
I'm Wolverine.
Okay, so I had to take a little breather because, you know, that was raw emotion there coming from me. But anyway, like I said, really happy with everything so far. I mean, the environments, the visuals are, you know, obviously up to par with something Insomniac would make. I mean, they're no slouch in the visuals department. What really stood out to me was the audio. Like the song is so good, like, but it's also original, and you can also kind of tell that it's their own thing, right? And you know, they go in to talk about how much passion they have for it, and I love that. And what they've come up with here is something that would be really easy to imitate the movies, because everyone in the world knows Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. But what they did is they went out it's kind of ironic that he's Australian, but at the same time, like, he's not trying to be Hugh Jackman. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing from this game that I've seen reminds me of the movies. Maybe you could argue the costume choice for his main, like, costume, but I mean, that was inspired by the comics too. And that leads me to my next point, is like, this is definitely inspired by the comics for sure. Like, it's not taking anything from the movies, totally an original storyline. I'm sure with inspiration. We don't really even know the full story, but if the leaks are to be true, it's very, very original story. So happy that they showed off Omega Red and Mystique. I know there's a ton of other characters. If you watch the leaks, you'd know, like, Sabretooth and Jean Grey and Boulevard Trask, which is like the guy that creates the Sentinels, and he's running the Ravagers, and that shows the enemies in there, the kind of like cybernetic enemies. We didn't see the Hand, which was heavily in the leaks, but I guarantee that, you know, they kept that in there. I love the fact that we're going to be going to different places. It's kind of how I, like, predicted it to be, sort of like a Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, like, hub world type thing. Probably be able to travel back to some of the more open areas, I would assume, kind of like Ratchet and Clank. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same team that worked on that game, so from the get-go, we knew this wasn't going to be an open world fully. The motorcycle was a pleasant surprise that they showed, because that, like, ironically, was when I first heard about, when they announced it, I was like, oh, he's got to have the motorcycle. They have to have the motorcycle in the game. So I'm glad to see it in there. The movement, the camera angles, so visceral. The gore, the blood system that they talk about, something new that they've created. It just, everything about it is just, I'm so happy. I cannot wait to see more. I love the passion behind Liam McIntyre. He played Spartacus, for those of you who didn't know. Fantastic actor. I love his passion that he's put into the character, and he sounds really, really good. The writing overall sounds good. I want to know more about the overall storyline, and I'm excited to see that for sure, like how that's going to play out. I can almost guarantee that we're going to have some playable sections as Mystique and probably Jean Grey as well. Not sure if we're going to see any other X-Men. I don't know, maybe I could see like, probably not, maybe like a tease at the end, but either way, looking forward to it. The day's finally here. We can finally talk about it. This broke the internet. Of course it did. It's Wolverine. But that's my thoughts. I'll be covering this game like a glove. Can't wait to see more in the spring. I called the release window also with fall of next year. So can't wait, and can't wait to talk more when we have more information. And that'll be all for this one. Like, comment, subscribe. Abelerski out.